the examples I think back to the moon landing is that they say, oh, we couldn't have gone to the moon. And when you look at what it takes to go to the moon, all you need are rockets and trigonometry. That is it. That's it. That's all you need to go to the moon. And like, yeah, you guys have all heard that the spaceships we sent to the moon are less complex than a calculator, today. And it's like, it's 11th grade math. That's, I mean, it's not even like super difficult math to figure out like the trajectory of the moon and its position to the earth. It's insane. And COVID masks. COVID mask is another one that I really love. So you guys remember, back in the glory days of 2020, when we had everybody locked down, we had to be masked just like the lefties wanted. We were all rock hard for that shit. But remember how people would say that, well, these masks are useless, they don't work, and they're only making us wear masks because they want to control you. They want to see how far you'll go to obey them. And I was like, that is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. Because Chuck, you're telling me that this mask is a test to see how compliant you are. Now, you live in a country where the police can kill you whenever they want. Your tax dollars are sent to fund 800 military bases around the world. You can't afford health insurance. You never get to see your kids. Like you guys complain about how the United States is a tyrannical nation all the time, and you still pay your taxes every year like a good fucking little citizen, don't you? So listen, like what is wearing a mask going to tell them about you that they don't already know? They know you'll do what they tell you to do. And it's just like, it was just so dumb. But once again, they know they're getting fucked over, but not smart enough to figure out why.
Yeah. I think that's a beautiful point of us intersecting all of our thoughts right now into one like space. Cause like even John is like talking about how they're using it to distract us. I think that is the Republican Party's favorite conspiracy theory is that like, oh, the government shutting down is somehow is them trying to control us. It's a litmus test for control. And it's like, really, we're just trying to make sure everybody's okay. But they have an incentive in the fact that they have an army of, conspiracy theorists. I call them zealots because they're conspiracy zealots, but that they're ready to defend any government action that might help the people, but also hinder the economy in a sense that we had to shut down the economy. So they have an incentive of having that army right there being like, no, never shut down the economy. Don't listen to the government. And that's what businesses want. They want to keep the motherfucker going, even if we dying. They don't give a fuck. It's all about money. It's all about dollars. It's all about GDP or whatever. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
I don't get it. I thought the moon landing conspiracy was an attempt to bankrupt the Soviet Union. Not my thought. Buzz Aldrin, don't come at me. Yeah, it's like because a lot of questions they ask is like, well, why did we go to the moon in the first place? We didn't give a shit about the moon. Yeah, sure, there was some value in like finding moon rocks to find out the composition of the moon's crust, and so we can kind of discover where it came from. But the real reason that we went to the moon was to flex on the Soviet Union and show them that we had technology capable of getting that high into space, and if we could do that, we could drop a nuclear bomb on you from anywhere. That was the whole point. That's the entire point of it. And that explanation makes sense to me. It makes sense to me. It makes a whole hell of a lot more sense than they did it just to make you think we went on the moon for no
just to lie to the Russians, and to make them think that we went to the moon, even though we didn't actually go, so they would bankrupt themselves.
Well, and that's actually a great point because when in 1969, when we got to the moon, the Soviets never disputed it once. Not once. Like the entity that had every possible incentive to tear this apart as a lie said, "Yep, looks like they got to the moon." And if they believed it, I don't know why we shouldn't either. It's wild.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah.
All right. That'll probably be a sec. 3:25.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Didn't plan on it, but that happens sometimes.
And that's the beauty of it. You know what I mean?
It's true.
TJ's been wanting to run a conspiracy theory segment for a while. He's been chomping at the bit.
I think that it fits perfectly, though. Like what we were talking about.
It does, yeah.
I do love a good conspiracy theory conversation. I really do. Because some things just don't make sense. Like they just don't. You're just wondering, like, well, what's going on? There's got to be something more. And we're innately curious creatures, and a conspiracy theory is better than no theory at all. Like if no one
Yeah.
can offer you anything, you're gonna reach for it. It's kind of like the one with the mattress stores and how they possibly stay in business. That's a great conspiracy theory. Like,
well,
how many
TJ,
times?
TJ, I know the answer to it. I've looked into this one.
Oh, okay. What is it? Yeah.
The answer to it is the markups are fucking insane. Like,
Oh,
like, like the amount that they make, if you buy a mattress for like $500, it probably costs like 40-50 bucks to make. And so like they don't even care. Like they can just burn money because they upsell it so much.
Wow.
And it's just none of them just because I don't know. It must be a conspiracy. Like it feels like there should be a company that could come out and just sell mattresses for what they're worth. But if they did that, I've always said this, they would go like the whole industry would go out of business because how many mattresses do you buy in your life?
How many mattresses do you buy in your life? Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
a car almost, like except it doesn't cost that much.